friends, it's Emily. Today I'm going to show you how to make a light up jack-o'-lantern out of polymer clay. This is actually my second attempt, so I'm reusing some foil from the first pumpkin. I added more sheets until I had about 12 in total, which made the perfect size for my flameless tea light. You can always scale up if you want a bigger pumpkin. For the inner layer, I used a full 2-ounce brick of Sculpey Premo and mustard. It's easier to roll it out into a sheet and drape it over the foil ball. Smooth out the worst lumps, but don't worry too much. Pumpkins aren't perfect, and the bumps add charm. Then I did the same thing with a 2-ounce brick of Premo and burnt orange for the outside. I smoothed this one more carefully since it's the visible layer. I marked the top center with a needle tool, then created ridges from top to bottom. I refined them with a pointed silicone tool. I love this one because I can do little stabbing motions and then smooth everything together. Next, I lightly marked out the face with my needle tool. I didn't want to do another classic jack-o'-lantern since I've already made a few, so I just winged it. Would you believe me if I told you pumpkin carving isn't a childhood pastime of mine? I mean, we carve pumpkins sometimes, but it was never a big deal or anything. So I'm kind of inexperienced, but I digress. If you mess up, smooth the clay and redraw. For the top opening, I traced around my tea light, though in hindsight, I'd go a bit bigger. Now it's carving time. Take it slow and have fun. Pro tip, for the mouth, carve and remove in sections instead of pulling it all out at once so you don't rip any details. Before baking, I added depth with chalk pastels. I could not say that. I used a reddish orange shade and my trusty e.l.f. crease brush. Please don't reuse makeup brushes for your face after using pastels. I bought this brush specifically for this purpose. Make sure you shade around the carved edges for extra dimension. Then I added a stem, some leaves, and curly vines. The vines were a pain. You'll see why. Now cut around the top. Make sure your blade cuts into the foil so it goes through both layers of clay. I accidentally flattened my vines in the process and had to redo them, only for them to look the same anyway, so, you know. After baking, use your X-Acto knife to gently loosen the top. It pops right off. Then comes the fun or grueling part, pulling out all the foil. I used curved pliers, but they don't have to be curved, that's just all I have. And sometimes I'd stab around with my needle tool. And then I just cleaned up the face with my X-Acto knife. And cutting into baked clay here is So satisfying, actually. There will be some texture left over from the foil, and you could go over the inside with more yellow clay, smooth it all out, and bake it again, but I chose not to because, to be honest, I don't think anyone's really going to look, and it kind of looks more like a real disemboweled pumpkin anyway, in my opinion. Remember the tea light? It was such a tight fit. Luckily, Premo stays a little flexible after baking. I popped the light in and kept it there just in case the resin took any flexibility away, but I only added one layer of resin on the outside, so it was fine. It's still pretty flexible, but I still prefer to keep the light inside because I'd rather be safe than sorry. Resin also saved the day with my vines. I reattached them and sealed everything up. Honestly, I need a small curing light because using the big one for little fixes like this is a pain, and I can't tell you how many times I end up using resin to do little fixes. Into the blue dome you go, Pumpkin King. Bake, bake, bake. That's really cringy, I'm sorry. And here he is, all done, shiny and cute. I also made this Hobbit fairy house pumpkin on my first try, and I love them both so much. They're going to be part of my Halloween decor every year. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you try it out, let me know and tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see your pumpkins. Okay, love you, bye! What's that? Pumpkin. Pumpkin. What's the other name for pumpkin? What we call pumpkin with a face? Happy. Happy. It's a jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, it's a jack-o'-lantern, especially when it lights up. It's a jack-o'-lantern. Happy. Yeah, it's happy, huh? You're the best, Papa. No. Yeah. Happy.